ATR. So, is my ATR guy still here? NAS is finally dropping. Look at that. This is the 15-minute range, guys. The original trade's still all very valid. If we were in Forex, this is still a great trade. We're just taking more entries and scaled out a little bit more than we have. But ATR guy, let's see.
Yeah, he was here 5 minutes ago.
I know, right? I know Scott posted a nice little article. So, yes, he is. Perfect. So, ATR, in layman's terms, all it really is the average trading range based off of the time frame you're on. So, in general, the consensus is using the number 14, right? The last 14 candles. All that's telling us is the average size of the last 14 candles based off of the 15-minute time frame. The ADR, on the other hand, so average daily range, right? It's the average range of the last 14 candles, or whatever you have it set to, because you can technically set it to like 50 or something if you want, to say this is how much we move on average in the last 50 days. That information is very valuable, because saying we're going to go for 10 points, watch this. I'm going to go to the 5-minute. Okay. Look at that trade. Beautiful. Just got to be patient. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm still in it in my FX account, but well, actually my AMP and FX accounts, but not in my other stuff. Watch, we're on NQ. So if you would pretty please draw your attention to the top right of the screen where it says ATR value. Okay. Currently, 5-minute time frame, ATR value. I'm 90% sure this is set in points, but you can change that in the settings. I think when you change it, though, it messes with this calculation. So saying I'm going to go for 10 points or 10 pips or something on a pair is the most stupid conversation ever, because everything moves very differently. And here's an example of how. I'm not going to change the time frame. I'm only going to change the instrument. So on NQ, we've got a first hour and a half or 2 hours of New York Open. That has an average of about 27-ish points, right? ES, on the other hand, has an average of 5. That's a pretty big difference, no? Pretty big difference. Gold should have less. Have an average of about 3.5. Oil, and notice the value too. The value per point is different too. So we really want to know how much this is moving and what the contract size is actually buying or selling us, right? So this is only got an average of points of 0.14. YM has twice as much as NQ, but it's worth a quarter as much in terms of value, right? So this looks like a beautiful move, and it is, technically speaking. Like, it's awesome. But the value per point is different, right? So this might have moved 50 points, but it's only $5 a point, whereas this has moved almost 30 points, whatever, but it's $20 a point, right? This is super, super relevant information. So back to your original question, how we use it, ATR, average to range, okay? I call it average trading range. I don't like this view per se. I like to have it in a box, like what we have on Swiss Army knife, for example. But this will kind of show you, this is all overnight. The average trading range was pretty small. On average, we're moving about 9 points or whatever per 5-minute candle on average in this period. Then we, of course, we have what? We have the news happen at 8:30, if I'm not mistaken. You can see this go up. That's a pretty big, it's a 50% increase just in that news portion. So now again, we're going to float high because it takes time for that number to de-average out, right? To de-escalate. And then what do we have? We have a little bit of flattening out before New York Open. And then this is New York session. We're in New York session now. We're sitting up at 27. But you can also see where the volume spikes are too. So this is at 10, is it 10 p.m. last night? This is opening bell yesterday, right? You can see much higher volume in New York, lower volume in Asian. This spike in Asian was pretty wild. But it's really cool. I don't personally love this view of it. I think it's kind of a lame view. You can also see Friday had not a lot of volume. So Friday had less volume. It stayed a little higher, but even than what we're experiencing right now, right? Again, you have this huge spike at 9 o'clock, 20 o'clock. This is opening bell. So opening bell was kind of flat on Thursday. You can see we went up after opening bell. So kind of cool. But that's all this is. It's showing you the average amount the candles are moving, how much price movement we're getting over the period you have specified. Most people typically use 14 as the average. You don't have to. I do. I like 50 a lot. I used to use 50 a lot personally, but that information is important because when you're targeting, let's say 5 pips on a day, 5 points on a day where there's no volume, that's too many points. When you're targeting, when you want to have a stop loss of 5 points on an instrument that has an ATR of like 60 points, that's not a very big stop loss. You're probably going to get stopped out. You don't even need to know about the strategy. You already know because of math, right? If you're targeting something and don't understand the value of the ATR, so per point, and how many points on average this particular instrument moves at a time, you're going to go nowhere fast. So to me, it's like one of probably the most relevant pieces of information. It's way more important than your moving averages, your breakout boxes. Like, this bit of information tells you what you're risking. It tells you how much you're going for. It tells you what's happening right here with this price action. The ATR is very low. The volume is very low. I don't personally have volume turned on right now, but you already know in this period, because of how these candles are forming, this is very low ATR period. So if I wasn't to take this trade and then decide, hey, I want 20 points, I might not get it because we're in a low volume period. But if I actually know ATR and I decide, hey, I want to take this trade, we're trending up anyways, we've got a nice JGS retest, we've got confirmation, we've bounced off and formed bullish. Cool, I want to take this. It's a nice flag formation, however you want to define that. Cool. You only want to go for 5 or 10 points? Well, that matches the ATR at the time, so you'll know that's a good idea. And your stop loss will be a lot more relevant too. So